I'm back here at Mixtapes and Mistakes. I had totally forgotten to do a Mother's Day video for the playlist I'd made last year. I think I released it and then never did a commentary video on it, so I'm doing one now. This Mother's Day is a little bittersweet for some people I know. I've been praying for the Carrolls, who I think just lost their mom last week or a couple of weeks ago. And I know this today is hard on Elisa, who lost her daughter earlier this year. And so, and there are people I know who are missing their moms because their moms have passed. Like my friend Kelly and my friend Casey are both missing their moms, and I'm sure there's a couple other people that I'm forgetting. But I wanted to do this playlist because I guess I'm basically re-releasing it with this commentary video. So I want to talk about a couple of songs on the playlist because I actually think it's a good playlist, and there are a couple songs that I had not known about, or at least I hadn't listened to before I did the research and put this list together. I can't say that I'm not an Elvis Presley fan, but I can't say that I am an Elvis Presley fan. Like, there's all the hits that everybody knows, Suspicious Minds, stuff like that. And I know about his religious or spiritual catalog, that he did a lot of Christian music that people kind of sleep on. But I wanted to include, I wanted to open with the song Mama Like the Roses. Elvis really, especially early Elvis, when I go back and listen to it, he gets known for the antics and the Ed Sullivan Show and breaking barriers with the hip shake and all that kind of noise. But early Elvis, he has this kind of rich, vibrato is probably the wrong word, but this voice that like you can't really get past. I can see why a lot of early country or a lot of early 50s country, late 40s, early 50s, 60s country, why those people are kind of Mount Rushmore, like Elvis and Patsy Cline, and you can put Loretta Lynn in that category, even though her bigger heyday was in the late 70s, or in the mid to late 70s. Man, Hank Williams, like there were a lot of the Carter family. There's a lot of distinct voices in early country that when you go back and listen to it, like it gets me to understand why radio was such a big medium for that genre of music early on. Because imagine hearing some of these voices and some of these songs on the radio, like it changes the whole landscape, especially at a time when radio was the big medium. I included Van Morrison, Days Like This, which what's funny is that this song actually becomes, the older I get, that song becomes more relevant. So I included that song. I'm trying to make these videos a lot shorter, so I'm like, because I know I drummed it on earlier when I do this. And then I included the Spinners because I wanted to add like a little more of an old school theme. Like I have a Temptation song on Mother of Mine on here. And what I find interesting about, not just in country, but that kind of early-ish era in music, 50s, to really, I would probably say, having not done a lot of deep dive on it, from say 45 to 65, before you get into like presentation being a bigger deal, and before you get into songwriting becoming a bigger part of music. When you go back and listen to some of these voices, you're like, whoa! Like you can tell that the medium was much more important. You can tell that radio, when you have the right voice and the right song, in that era, radio changed everything. Like it's just one of the things that it's why people talk about now with some songs that it's better to listen to them with headphones than with earbuds. And the difference is, in my mind, that you put the headphones on and it takes out a lot more noise, and so you're just really hearing the voice. And with older radios, it's just the speaker and it's just you. It's not like it's not fiddled with. It's just you and the speaker and the knob, and that's it. And it changes the way you kind of look at stuff. I included The Wish by Bruce Springsteen because my mom is a Bruce Springsteen fan, which I didn't know until this year. So, I mean, that's my shout out to my mom. Of the artists that I had a feeling that she liked, I would have never picked Springsteen. But going back and listening to his catalog, that's once again a guy earlier when you listen to his, especially everybody likes to talk about the Nebraska album and people don't name check it as much as they used to. But when you just listen to his voice, like his early stuff, like you can see why he was a bit of an icon. Put the Morgan Wallen song "Thought You Should Know" because that song is kind of a tearjerker. And I ended with "Down to the River" by Alison Krauss. I like the harmonies in that song. I think that song's really spiritual, and I think it's a good coda to like just the whole day. I think, especially because today's Sunday. So that's this commentary. I'm going to keep doing these. Hopefully the videos will be shorter. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I will keep doing videos for both these channels until there's probably not a reason to talk anymore, which I always have stuff to talk about. So happy Mother's Day, and everybody have a nice day.